Update on full crystal. One day I used this and I thought, man, it's not much to it except that it's just a strong cleaner. But as I'm using this more and more, I'm starting to find out how beneficial this is compared to any other soap on the market. For instance, this diner is notorious for crayons. Kids writing on the windows. Now, I don't know what some of you method is to getting out crayon, but it's literally impossible to use to get it out with just scrubbing it with the mop. I mean, you probably could use the corner of your mop, but you're still sitting there, you're spinning your wheels. Dawn, GG4, I don't care what you're using, it just won't get it out. So you either have to put a razor to it, which most of us won't, because for something like that, you could just use your steel wool, or your bronze wool, or your microfiber finger, or whatever it is you do to buff that crayon mark out. In my case, this diner, I told you I've been cleaning this window for over 6 months, and it was something on the glass. And I tried to get it out. I don't know how many times I scrubbed, it just never came out, so I thought it was etched in the glass. Come to find out, when I originally let my magic eraser video of all the uses, including mirror finish, it polishes that without any spraying of any kind. If you got smudges on the side, this is the diner that I showed that video. And I tried that magic eraser on that whatever I thought was etched in that glass, and they got it out like butter. Today, that same mark, but it was over on that side. And I just said, you know what? Let me see if this stuff will get that out. It got it out, man. I was really shocked. I actually had to go back and forth a few times because I was running low on water. But what I noticed that with this stuff, because it's an acid, it starts dissolving fat solubles on contact. If that kind of makes sense, it attacks it and it loosens it up. So really, just a mere light agitation over it, brush over it with your mop, it's enough to get it off. But even still, if you didn't want to spray that area, those problem areas down, I didn't have to, but that's just what I do because I spray my windows ahead of me because I want to minimize the water. That's what's good about these pads. You're minimizing water on the inside of diners. I don't know how many times I brung a traditional bucket in here with my 18-inch separate T-bar washer and sloshed water all over the place. Sometimes you tip the handle over. Now water is coming out the chamber of that. You know, just little stuff like that. I mean, it's no big deal. We're adults here. We're careful. So we just clean up after ourselves, you know. But there is no real cleanup with this right here. The way the system is set up with this maintenance tool. But you could pre-spray those fat soluble areas where food particles and the children been putting their hands on, and boogies and lipstick and lint prints. I mean, you name it, it's on that glass. You pre-soak that area, I'm telling you, by the time, because they say 30 seconds, you let it sit on there. But that's just for outdoor use. But I'm changing the directions here, amigo. I'm changing the directions here, and I'm doing it on the inside. So this is my own system that I'm building with this stuff. And the more and more I start using this stuff, the more uses you guys are gonna know that will convince you to maybe just give this a try at least one time. I guarantee you're gonna see what I see. I guarantee you that one. There is no guarantees in life, but I guarantee you one thing: you're gonna see what I see, and you're gonna say, "Damn, okay, I see what he's talking about." I'm telling you, man. Like I said, I'm gonna reach out to the company and Jeff. I'm glad you liked the video, and Jeff thinks I have good things to share, and he was so impressed about the video, he was curious. So he's over in the UK, and he actually is going to, he actually ordered it from, what was it, Amazon, or, I don't remember. He just sent me a message, but he's over in the UK, and they're going to ship it over. But he asked to share that video on one of the forums I don't belong to. I guess I'm going to belong to it now because I'm going to go check it out. I said, sure, he's welcome to do whatever you know, share it. That's fine. But he sees when I talk stuff. I just don't just be talking about it. I just go ahead and do it. And if I like something, you know, he you know how certain people just get to feel like, okay, I'm going to give this a try because it seems convincing to him. I don't have to try and convince none of y'all. The result is there. I'm doing it all day, every day. You know, so whether y'all believe me or not, that's y'all. You know, if you don't want to join the nutty bandwagon and use this stuff and not like it was meant to be, and change the way this company uses this product or pushes the product, I don't know. Like I said, man, I'm going to ask them to put a scaled down version because this stuff is strong, man. I kid you not. Right here. All right. Now, it was a little bit more blue than that. I just put a gallon of water from yesterday when I first opened up that box. I put a smidgen in there. It's still soapy. And it still has the same kind of power and strength. So I could probably go either 1 gallon more or a half a gallon. I don't know yet. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just use it like it is, and then the next time I fill that up all the way from empty, because I wanna get these ratios down. Because until they figure out a way to put out a new line of product for us to use indoors, and a scaled down version, because this stuff is strong. You really, really have to know your ratios with this stuff. And I'm gonna try and help y'all out as best I can from trial and error on my own accord. And just keep in mind, I'm not using gloves, so I'll keep y'all posted if my hands start changing like a lizard and I start going through some kind of metamorphosis or something. But all right, this being I don't even know if it's a surfactant or not, but it having bubbles and, you know, being a cleaning solution, every 2 weeks, usually if it actually attracted dirt like a magnet, I would be able to tell. But it actually looks like it repelled the dirt. Because if it's an acid, it's really getting down deep down into those pores of the glass when you really want to think about it on a scientific level. Because if y'all don't know, some of you already know, we all know that glass isn't exactly smooth. If you look at it under a microscope, it has pores in it. So that acid, you rest assured, it dug out all those little microscopic dirt particles that inhibit from the reflection of the glass if not cleaned properly with the proper solutions, which is why GG4 has such good results, because it's not a surfactant. It doesn't have microscopic film on a microscopic level, and that when the first rainstorm or dust storm falls, it's clinging to it like a magnet, just like static electricity. But all right, that's all I had to add.